Hey guys, welcome back. After the first two questions, I believe you guys already have some understandings and confidence towards LeetCode. The third problem is also a median. Are you ready? This question is called the longest substring without repeating characters. Given a string, find the length of the longest substring without repeating characters. For example, if we have the string ABC, ABC, BB, and the output should be 3 because the longest substring without repeating character is ABC, or BCA, or CAB. And the second example, if we have BBBBB, the output is just 1 because the longest substring is just B. And if we have PWWKEW, we will have the answer 3 because the longest substring is WKE. Note that the answer must be a substring. By substring, I mean it's continuous. So PWKE is not a subsequence. Is a subsequence, but not a substring. Let's look at the solution. I believe I learned it from the discussion panel, and I was using C++. The idea is to record the last appearance of every characters. So we will have a vector of integers with length 256 and the values are -1. Let's look at the ASCII table. And forget about the swimsuits. I started swimming recently. There are 128 characters, so we can actually just use 128 as the length of the vector. The vector is to record the indices of characters, so if the character has not appeared in the string, the value will just be -1. We need to initialize the max length as 0. This is a one-pass algorithm, so we also need to record or initialize the start. The starting position of the string is initialized as -1 because the length of the substring is calculated as I minus start. When I is 0 and we want to come from the beginning, the length of the substring is just 1 because we only have one character here. Therefore, start has to be -1 to let I minus start to be 1. Then we can iterate through every character in the string. Let's look at example 1 again. The first character A has not appeared in the string before. Therefore, we don't update the start. Update the A entry of the vector to its current location, its current index. Note that in C++ we have typecast here, so we can simply use the character as the index. While in Python, we have to use the ORD function to do the typecast. This turn, the temporary length is I minus start is 1 and is larger than the max length 0, so we update the max length to 1. Things are the same for the first B and C. When we encounter A again, the A entry of the vector is 0 and the start is still -1, so 0 is larger than -1. That means we have repeating characters here. So we need to start from the next character of the first A, which is B, with index 1. Note that when the actual start is 1, the variable start has to be 0 because the length is calculated from I minus start. We explained it earlier. So here, the substring is BCA, and we update the dictionary, the vector, and the max length as usual. Upon finishing the whole string, we can just return max length, and this is what we want. This submission beats 93% of the submissions, and I'm still thinking how I can make it faster. One thing is that maybe I don't have to update the max length every time. Maybe I can just update when repeating characters appear and at the end of the loop. Thanks very much for watching. The next problem will be a hard. So good luck to you and me.